There are around 300 described species of Sepsid flies found worldwide. Samples of the Thamyra minor species that we were working on were obtained from New York. In the wild, the flies breed on decaying organic matter and require fresh dung for egg production. Most members of the Thamyra family prefer laying eggs on waterfowl dung. However, in the lab, cow dung is used instead. The flies are collected on the day they emerge and are differentiated under a microscope. At first glance, the differences between a male and female sepsid are not apparent. The genitalia provide the most obvious clue. The female fly has no claspers at the end of its abdomen, resulting in a smooth appearance. The male fly, however, has claspers at the end of its abdomen, resulting in a visible bump. Most people would think that these flies are stupid.
Loser! Our experiment aims to find out if these flies are smart enough to display associative learning, or are they just too dumb?
Like most flies, Sepsid flies love the light.
So what happens if we were to trap these flies after they fly towards the light and shake them? Now the question is,
will these flies learn not to fly towards the light?
On top of that, we also want to find out if male sepsid flies are smarter or not as smart as their female counterparts.
Here we can see the apparatus used: the light chamber and the dark chamber. Both chambers are connected by a stocking like this. The flies are first placed in the dark chamber and are allowed to fly to the light chamber for 5 minutes. The number of flies in the dark chamber and the light chamber are counted. The flies in the light chamber are then shaken for 40 seconds. The entire trial starts all over again by putting the previous flies in the light chamber into the dark chamber. 9 to 12 trials are conducted for each replicate for each sex. This graph summarizes our results. It compares the proportion of flies which flew towards the light. We found that the behavior extinction curve for female flies was generally steeper than that of the males. In other words, females stopped flying towards the light in earlier trials as compared to the males. Our results could be confounded by a multitude of factors, such as low sample numbers and insufficient replicates. The behavioral difference could also be attributed to the different physical resilience levels of the two sexes and not just learning. More research needs to be done to validate our results.